In this screencast, we'll talk about how to grade assignments students turn into Edmodo. We're still in our test class that we created in our last few screencasts. So if you notice, in assignment number 2, one person has turned it in. Well, that's good because there's only one person in that class right now. So in order to check out their assignment, all you need to do is click on where it says turned in. And it will take you to the assignments page. Now normally there'd be a lot more students over here, and then you could see turned in, not turned in. If you look here where it says show any status, you can actually sort your students by did they turn it in or not, and you can sort it whether or not it's been graded or not. So that's a pretty handy feature, especially if you're doing a quick check to see who turned it in and who didn't. Also, if you have groups, okay, test class, or if you have small groups that are in your class, and I'll show you how to set those up in a different screencast, then you can actually sort by the small groups. For example, I might have everyone join the group biology, and then I would have small groups within that, like 4th period, 5th period, 6th period. You could set it up that way if you wanted to. Then I could just sort by 4th, 5th, and 6th. So let's say you actually want to grade this assignment. So you click on the student's name, and what will appear over here are the assignments that they turned in. Now they turned in a file and a link. Okay, so to grade those, all you have to do is click on them. Now this would normally be a link maybe to a Web 2.0 creation they have made, and this is a file. Now I want to show you a very cool feature. Edmodo has partnered with Crocodoc, which is an annotating website. So you can actually annotate and mark up the students' assignments from Edmodo. So if you click where it says annotate, you'll be taken to the assignment, and really, if you look, you are in Crocodoc. If you look at the URL bar, you can't see my URL bar, but if you look at yours, you'll see that Crocodoc is in there. So I've already been in here playing around, and you can highlight things and then make comments. It looks a lot like Google Docs, the commenting feature in that program. So let's say you want to make a comment. So you'd click on comment. Now you notice you click on it, that bar goes away. So you click on comment. Now, what I usually do is I usually make text comments. That's what's shown to you on the page, where you actually highlight. So you click on text comment. Let's make this one orange. You highlight a sentence, and then over here, you can type in your comment. It's really kind of cool. You can actually annotate it right within Edmodo, and it will automatically save it, so you don't have to hit a save button or anything. Okay, but you can draw on here, you can highlight, text, strike out, you can do all sorts of things with this. I'll let you explore that. I just wanted you to be aware that this option existed in Edmodo. So you can mark that up, and then I'm going to close that window out. Then you can type your comments here, like this needs a lot of revision. Please make the corrections and resubmit this assignment. Okay. So you can leave a comment there, add comment. Again, anytime you see this little text box, you can add files, links, and things from the library. It's a very handy feature. Okay, so you can grade it right there. You make all your comments, leave a comment yourself, and then you can actually put in the score. Right here is where you put the total. So let's say this is out of 20, and you click on set. This is very important. Notice when I click set, it automatically filled this in over here. So let's say I want to give them a 10 out of 20. It doesn't actually put the score in any grade book or anything in Edmodo until you hit the word grade. See that? Okay. Now, notice there was a little button down here that said delete. You can clear that grade if you want to change their score. Suppose this student turns in the revisions and you're like, all right, they did a much better job. I'm going to give them an 18. Then you can readjust that grade at any point in time. However, let's say you notice a student turns something in and he doesn't do quite the job that you wanted him to. As a matter of fact, you can kind of tell he's just turning it in because you told him to turn it in. There's really not a lot of effort there. What you can do over here is click this delete button. And what it will do is delete the assignment completely, like it never happened. And then they will have to go in and do the assignment over again, obviously, but then resubmit the assignment. So the delete button makes the assignment like it never happened. And I have used it on occasion. I haven't used it very often, but I do like the fact that it's there. Okay? So let's say we're going to give them a grade. There you go. Okay? So that's how to grade it on your end. So what does that look like to the student once you have graded their assignment? Well, let's come over here to the student page, and I'm going to get back. All right. Now notice, I'm still filtered my post by assignments. Notice now it says graded. It says what the grade is. Okay. And notice over here we have a lot of different notifications, but there's one new grade. So it'll actually show them in their notifications they have a new grade waiting. Now, where do these grades go? Well, in the student account, it's going to go into their grades. They pick their class, and then they get a list of all their grades. Okay. They can also see what they have not turned in yet. Okay, so if you're at the end of the semester and you're giving kids time to turn things in, this is where they can go to check that. On the teacher end, when you have grades, okay, I'm going to pick the test class, you get basically a little grade book. Okay. And if you want to see the assignment, you click on the assignment, view, and it will take you back to that page. Okay. So you can actually see all your grades in the Edmodo gradebook. It's really not a full-featured gradebook. It's your basic points-driven gradebook. You know, based out of so many points, you get a percentage, that kind of thing. Okay. So that's how to grade the assignments. That's what it looks on the student end. And I will see you in the next screencast.